This church has been around for about 8 months, and we started it in a pandemic. I don't know if you remember that. And there's a reason it took me to my 40s. Well, first of all, God, but it took us to our 40s to start a church, because I've helped people start churches their whole life. I've been a part of church my whole life, and it's not easy. Planting a church is not easy. It's not something that you just do on a whim. If you do, you're in trouble. It's not an easy task. And someone said to me, like, what's it feel like to be a church planter? I don't feel like a church planter. I feel like we were pastors in a city that needed church. And we're like, well, we'll do that with a group of people. And we did. It has been the easiest, most least stressful thing I've ever done in my entire life. And it should be stressful. And we should be freaking out right now. And you should be scared to be here. And we should be so worried what's happening. Like, this is how we all should be. But here we are. Here we are. Sipping some coffee. God's with us. What? It doesn't make any sense. Can I just brag on you for a second how many pastors I sit with in this city during the week, and they're like, how? What? Where? Why? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, are you dying? Are you just going? I'm sorry, but with God, it does not have to be so hard. It does not have to be. No doubt there will be challenging moments, and there will be times when we will square our shoulders and we will stand with faith and courage, but make no mistake, we will have a joyful ease, because the joy of the Lord is my strength. It's not a positive statement or affirmation. It's a fact from Scripture. It's my strength. Sundays have not always been easy for me. I've been in church my whole life. In fact, if I'm just being honest as a minister, and maybe there's some ministers out here, I see some of you, can I just be honest? Sometimes Sunday morning was the opposite of easy. And I love Lionel Richie's song, but I could not agree with the sentiment, easy like Sunday morning. Like, I was just like, it's not easy, man. In fact, I'm irritated on Sunday mornings. Don't come near me on Sunday mornings. I'm busy on Sunday mornings. We go 100 hours on Sunday mornings. We got 15 services in 25 states. And we just go, and we go, and we go. And it wasn't until probably a year and a half ago, I stopped pastoring at a church in our community. And for the first time in my life since I can remember as a child, I didn't have to go to church on a Sunday, so I didn't. And I went to breakfast, and then we walked around the lake, and then next week we did it again. And I was like, what have I been missing? And then next week we went to church, and church felt great. Felt really good. And it changed me forever. I was like, so Sundays and following Jesus and this thing called community church, it is supposed to be biblically easy. Doesn't mean it won't take faith. Oh, we're going to go when God says go. And we're going to do what God tells us to do. And make no mistake, they will know and hear our names, because we will echo His. But it will be easy. Jesus said, my yoke is easy. My burden is light. He said that and then went to the cross and died for the sins of humanity, and let it echo in your ears. It's easy. It's light. I refuse to strive and grind and think that somehow the weight of the world is on our shoulders. It is not. The church is not the answer to the world. Jesus is. Did you hear me? How presumptuous of us to think that we, you and me, could fix the world. That is a burden I cannot bear. And my Bible tells me I do not have to, and I should not. No. What we can do is point you to who can and walk with you along the way. I mean, don't get me going. That is as simple as it is, and that is as simple as we will keep it. It will always be easy like Sunday morning.